Hello everyone and welcome back. We are back at it again with Topps Basketball. This time around we're going to be opening a mega box that I got from Barnes & Noble. On the last video you saw me open up 4 hanger boxes, which I also got from Barnes & Noble. The last hanger delivered as he pulled that Diamante parallel of Cooper Flag. This time around we're going to try out a mega box, see what comes out of there. I've seen some good hits out of mega boxes, but of course with every product you open, it's all based off luck. Either open a mega box and get some good hits, some good numbered hits, maybe an autograph, a relic, as it says here, or it could just be a dud. Just an ordinary mega box full of base cards and some parallels of the stars you're not looking for. But as we all know, for this one we're looking for Cooper Flag, looking for other top rookies of this class. Quick little review of this box. It just says we're looking for Chase Retail exclusive holo parallels. 16 packs, 14 cards per pack. Not bad for mega box, especially since it's flagship. Remember, it's flagship, so they made a bunch of this is available out there. So there's a chance of hits for everyone. Let's get into this. See if you can find a Cooper Flag base card, or maybe you find an autograph of his. Who knows? Start this off with Kyle Williams, Cason Wallace, Pritchard, rookie of Nolan, Yang rookie, Fears, Boom, Nuggets, 8-bit ballers of Dylan Harper. Not bad. One of the top rookies. Westbrook. And it off with a Julius Randle. Now, compared to other stuff that I open on the channel, basketball is not much I open up, but like I said, I wanted to have a chance to open up some Topps flagship since when I was a kid, I didn't have a chance to open up any of Topps basketball, or I wasn't as into it compared to baseball. So, giving this a shot. Of course, with Topps Chrome Basketball on the way too. I know people were making a fuss about that with the prices coming out for hobby and jumbo boxes of that. People thought it was gonna be cheaper, but they came out being expensive. They're like around in the 300s. Oh, Victor. Speaking of this guy, Wemby, unfortunately he's hurt again. He's out for a few weeks with a calf strain after he was off to a hot start. And that's going to be the number one fear of people who are collecting and investing in his cards are the injuries. And we have fireworks going on this early. Why would you put on fireworks right now? I'm scaring my dog right now. Sorry about that, buddy. It's okay. But yeah, as I was saying, what was it, with Victor being injury prone, that's the only one risk with a big man investing in his market. Well, and then of course we're talking about the prices of hobby for Topps Chrome being in 300s for pre-orders, and now people are selling them online for like 700, and I think jumbos are going for like 1,000. But I know some people were upset about that. I honestly thought for Chrome, for hobbies, it would be like $200 to $250 for a hobby, and then there's Cooper Flag. Nice. Put it out there into the world and it will come to you. Backwards card of Julius Erving, Dr. J. The throwback. But yeah, as I was saying, people were upset about that, and then people were making the argument like, well, it's better than what Panini prices were for basketball, because for a standard hobby box, theirs was like in the 4s, 5s, compared to Topps coming out in the 300s. And the fact that it's a product that everyone's gonna be wanting, and that's the main counter argument. Topps can put out a price, but there are people that are gonna be out there buying the product. They're willing to pay these prices. So I would not be opening any Topps Chrome Basketball unless I find some out there in retail. Sure, I guess I'll try to grab a blaster, but then again, blaster boxes are going for like $50 on Topps. which is crazy for a blaster box. You know, with baseball, we're all getting used to them being in the $40 for a blaster box, and it's only 28 cards. For basketball, this time it's gonna be 50. And then of course you have the mega boxes going for I think 80 or 90. There's Derek Queen. So just spend your money wisely on these. Of course, the better route's gonna be to buy into breaks, so you could hunt, chase down your team or certain rookies. That's gonna be your best spot. Best spot for your money. But everyone wants the chance to rip cards. Everyone wants to open up this product. But at these prices, yeah, I'm gonna be out. Just like Ja Morant, he's gonna be out too. I don't know what's going on with him this year. I don't know if you guys saw the other night, but he got into a little scuffle with Klay Thompson. And them just talking some smack after the game. Yeah, it's a nipple. But Ja Morant has been slipping this season, so I'm curious if we are starting to see the downfall of Ja Morant, which is crazy because, he's part of that class with Zion. And Zion's just filled with injuries now. Oh, that's a cool shot right there. Look at that. OG hanging on to the rim. That's what I like about Flagship. Some of the pictures that they've used. This could be like a image variation, but it's not. But it looks like one. It's a cool shot though. So yeah, for now I'll probably just be ripping Flagship. I doubt I'm pretty much going to stay away from Chrome. So far we have Cooper Flag. We've hit some of the other rookies. We got the guy on the cover. Now can we get some parallels of these top rookies? That's the question. It's probably like the Sand Glitter parallel, as I was looking up after the last video because I wasn't sure what this parallel was, but I think it is the Sand Glitter one of Hugo Gonzalez, the Generation Now. Put that on top. And it off with rolling. Or Holland. Rolling. And for those that don't know, I am a Lakers fan. And my Lakers, they last played on Tuesday. Now, the one thing I don't understand is NBA scheduling. I understand it's, I guess, I don't know if it's too much for the players at times to play back-to-back games. With baseball, it's 3 games in a row before you get a day off. Or they can go a whole week without a day off. But in then football, it's every Sunday, Thursday or Monday. Maybe ballers of Jokic. And we got Bronny. But with basketball, like they'll play one game. Like for example, with my Lakers, they last played this Tuesday against the Jazz, which they won. And next thing you know, they don't play again till today. So they had like 4 days off in between, which is wild. I wonder why NBA does that. I'm used to the whole, probably 1 to 2 days off in between games, but 4 days off. Like I almost forgot today that they played. That's the funny part. It's Vanderbilt for my Lakers. Let's see, we got a holo here of Ware. Not the one you want, but backwards cards of, oh, that's not bad. A little Sand Glitter. Are these count as the holo? Nah, these aren't the holos. These are like the Sand Glitter ones, I believe. Of Larry Bird, not a bad one to get. I wish Topps would put it up around here of what parallel you get. Just make it easier for people. Generation Now of Trey, Miles Bridges, Eason, and Mitchell. Alright, the first stack wasn't too bad. We got 2 Sand Glitter parallels, both Celtics, which I guess it's fitting since I'm a Lakers fan. So of course, when you're trying to look for parallels of your team, you end up getting the rivals. So let's see in the second half if we could find a parallel of Cooper Flag. Can it save us? Capella, Adebayo, Johnson, Bryant, Ron Holland backwards and throwback. Do like the design. It's nice. Generation Now of Richardson. Some green and Sabonis. But yes, another thing I forgot to mention, when I went to Barnes & Noble, so I went to 2 different ones. I went to one for the hangers, and I went to a different one for this mega box. And they were fully stocked up. So I went in there going like, okay, I'll grab myself some more hanger boxes probably, you know. Stick with the Magic. But, damn, that's a throwback right there. Rick Barry. Him at the free throw line. And I was getting ready to, you know, order some more. Grab a couple more boxes or so, but then they tell me, oh, it's a limit of one box per person, and that's what threw me off. I was like, I hope it's not like a store-wide policy now, or is it just for that location? But hey, 8-bit ballers of Austin Reeves. So I ended up just changing my mind, and I was like, well, just grab a mega box then. It's just one box per person. But yeah, they were stocked up with basketball, hockey, baseball, everything. Castle, pool. Which is funny because initially I was just going to grab some hockey to open up finally on the channel. I've been delaying that. Hey, there's VJ. He was off to a hot start, cooled off a little bit. I know people were going nuts about him in the beginning. A throwback of Nolan. That's a funny photo right there. Looks like he's caught off guard. Power players. Oh, it's Igor. Yeah, it's Igor. Booker, Tyus, and Ben Simmons. So I ended up just changing my mind last minute and grabbed the mega box. So maybe I have to go back to the other Barnes & Noble if I want to grab some more basketball, or if they have hockey in stock. But yes, I do plan on opening up hockey at some point on this channel. I've been wanting to. It's one of the sports that it's been growing on me the past few years or so. You know, getting to breaks of that. You know, my biggest hit coming out of there with the Connor Bedard. Hey, there's a Laker rookie. Adu. He was number 1. I'll put you back there, man. Kobe, Generation Now. Paul George, Isaiah, and Wilson. But yes, I do plan on opening up some hockey on the channel at some point. What I'm going to open? Who knows? Just some young gun hunting for sure. That's what everyone opens hockey for. So stay tuned for that. You get to hear me pronounce some hockey names. Kareem, throwback right there. Bill Russell throwback. Some nice ones. I like that they put some of these legends in there. Oh, and then George Gervin. Powell. Yeah, there's Hugo again. He's been following me. Throwback. 8-bit ballers of Clay. Hey, I was just talking about you. You getting into it with John Morant. There's Scoot, Baylor, and SGA. Down to 3 packs. Nothing too crazy so far. Conley. Oh, there's a Harper base. Not bad. McCollum, Allen, Zubac. We get a foil of Cedric Coward. Is that how you pronounce it? Coward? Or do they pronounce it different, like Coward? You know? Clutch City Prospects of Trey. Kings in Victory. There's Cat. Laurie. For those that don't know, Cat was in the news recently in the hobby, as he was the one who pulled the 1/1 of Yamamoto's Inception patch auto. And then that sold recently for a nice chunk of change for him. And, you know, people are saying, oh, it was planted, you know, because he's an athlete. He's affiliated with them, so of course they gave him that box. But I will defend Cat because he's actually into the hobby. I've seen him at Burbank Sports Cards a couple times, especially during you know, Topps, you know, Rip Night and all that stuff. He's actually into it all, opening cards and collecting. You got a Halliburton throwback. Behind that we got Fears, 8-bit ballers, George, and Nikola. Nicola. So that's good on Cap. It's nice to see athletes get involved with the hobby, especially those that are actually wanting to get into it and learn everything about it. Oubre, last pack. Let's see if we get last pack mojo. Kane. There's Hugo again. Cam. Tyrese. There's Shaq. Danny Wolf. There's Buffkin. Buffkin. Power players of Jokic. It looks like we're gonna strike out. Well, we didn't totally strike out. I dropped one of the cards. It's okay, it was a base. But as you can see here, here's some of the cards I put up. I do like the sand glitter parallels. That was nice. You know, even if they are Celtics, you know, but boo. But we did get the base card of Cooper Flag, so that was the one card I was looking for. You know, I did not get those in the hangers. Nice to get a couple of Lakers. Who knows, at this point, I could just put together the power players and 8-bit baller set. You know, for the 4 hangers in this mega box. And that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video. Drop down some comments what you guys think. Share any hits that you've pulled out of retail, whether it's from megas, hangers, blasters, you name it. And let me know if you're going to grab some Topps Chrome basketball. If you are, best of luck to you. Trying to get the value, trying to get your money back on that. You know, considering the prices, and they're just going to be going up for a while, especially on release. You know, have to wait a while to see, especially with how this class is stacked. You know, it's probably a better class than last year's, so I'm sure people are gonna be holding on to this product and looking forward to rip and flip. But yes, like I said, I do plan on opening up hockey at some point. I'll see if I could get out another video before Thanksgiving break. If not, then you know, hopefully you guys enjoy the holidays, enjoy your guys' days off with family and all. But I will try to get a video out before Thanksgiving. If not, like I said, it's fine. I'll come back after Thanksgiving break with some hockey, or who knows, maybe I'll try some MVP buyback hunting. Try to get some Topps Chrome baseball and hunt down some Ohtani and Judge base cards so I can use that for store credit. But yes, like I said, like the video, helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been forgetting to mention that in my videos towards the end. You know, I'm trying to get to 300. I'd be happy just to get 300 after that. I don't mind what happens after. But 300 is probably a goal that I would like to reach. And then after that, I just do this for fun. I don't really try to do this to, you know, just to make it big or not. But it's just nice to share with everyone what I get out of stuff, whether it's good or bad. Just to show the both sides of the hobby. But yes, like I said, enjoy you guys this Sunday. Enjoy you guys the rest of the week. I'll try to make a video before Thanksgiving, but if not, take care, have fun. I'll see you guys next time.